Well, hello there and welcome back, you lovely lot. Today we've got a neon Louis Vuitton designer set for you. Now, first of all, I'm coming in with the neon confettis from CJP, one in orange and one in yellow. So I'm coming in first. They are pre-mixed glitter acrylics, which means that the glitter is mixed with clear acrylic, so all you need to do is pop your brush in the monomer straight into the pot and onto the nail. Here you can see me putting it around the cuticle area, making sure that's nice and neat, and then fading that up the nail before coming in with the neon confetti in the yellow. Now guys, this video is all in real time, so I'm putting them on in really small beads because it's super hot today, really hot, and everything just seems to be setting up just that little bit quicker like it does in the heat. So I'm working in small beads all the way through this, but more so with the glitter, because what I tend to do is put a bit of yellow on the orange on the yellow, so that you don't get that harsh line between the two coloured glitter acrylics. So I'm going to come in with a bit more yellow. Then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to do a little bit more orange, again at the tip of this nail. Now I've gone in with almond shapes today. Now, you know them nail beds that I really don't get on with? The reason I don't get on with them is they literally just sit on the nail bed. There's nothing to tuck into the canal of the hand that I'm using, the practice hand, the silicone hand. So I found a way to use them. So I'm popping on tips, and by putting on the longer tips that I have, mainly from Glitter Planet, then what I can do is stick them on, I file them down, blend them in a little bit, and then I can push it down into the canal a little bit, which gives me like the perfect sort of length. That I don't want them really long. I want like a salon sort of length, so that if anybody wants to do these designs, it's easier to visualise on something that's a normal length than it is, extreme. Don't get me wrong, I like doing extreme lengths, but it is easier for people to visualise. So I prefer working on this sort of length, but also, like I said, I just found a way to use these nail bed tips that I've got that I thought were rubbish and I'd have to throw away, but no, I'm sticking tips on it and then just shoving it down the canal a little bit, so it looks like I've put the tips on, halfway down the nail bed. I haven't done that. I stuck them on in the normal way, right on the edge, filed them all in, and then pushed them back when it came to working on the hand. Right then guys, okay, so this middle finger, what are we doing? So I've gone in with a nail bed in Amore, which is CJP Beautiful Pale Pink, and I'm doing a marble at the top, and I'm using Snow White, Banana Rama Sparkle, struggled with that one, but I'll come back to that, Mango Tango, which is the orange, and Crystal Clear, which is clear. All products are from CJP. So I've put a little bit of marble in at the bottom. I'm just blending that back onto that pink so I can get that ombre look. But I struggled with the Banana Rama because I thought it was sparkle, as in, a bit of shimmer or whatever. But the pieces in it are really quite large, so when I come to marbling, it was like working through a brick. Flipping heck. So yeah, I struggled with this marble. Don't get me wrong, it came out lovely. Really pleased with it, but when it came to moving it swiftly with my brush, it proved a little bit more difficult having chunks of glitter in it. So my advice, don't do it. Get a yellow that doesn't have great big chunks of glitter in it. Okay, so I am going to tap that in, make sure I keep the shape. Once I'm happy with that, I'm then going to move on And we've got the ring finger. So here I am coming in with a more again. Now the ring finger and the pointer finger are going to be exactly the same, so you'll see me do both. I am going to colour block the bottom half. So I go in with that bead, I'm going to tuck it in around the cuticle, tuck it in nice and neat, and then block it off. Pat it in, push in those sides, and then block it off. Doing as much work as I can with my brush, but I will come in and file that later. And like I said, I'm going to do exactly the same on the pointer finger. So I'm just going to let you watch for a minute. So I'll let the acrylic set on both those colour block halves, then I will go in and just file that just to make it more sharp before coming in with the first colour on that pointy finger, which is the Mango Tango. So I'm going to put the orange on the tip, putting it right up to that wall. Make sure I go right up to that, push it right up, even go over it slightly, and then I won't have any gaps, and then I will pull it down the tip, add a bit more where needed, and just make sure that that coverage is complete on the tip of that nail. Then what I'm going to do is move over to the ring finger and do exactly the same, but I'm going to be using that Banana Rama sparkle, and this is where you'll see just how, quite, it's like a multi-cut glitter that's it. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's gorgeous, just can't marble with it. Oh dear. And I did look at the yellows thinking which one shall I use, because I had a couple of bright ones, but I really like that one. So again, patting those sides, smoothing off that top, keeping that shape at all times. Then moving over to Banana Rama Sparkle, like I said, putting it right up to that wall then, guys. Pushing that acrylic right up, using my belly of my brush, pushing it right up to that wall. We don't want any gaps when we file. There's nothing worse when it comes to filing and then finding a gap between the pink and the yellow where you butted it up. So I go over slightly, push it right up. You can go right over if you want to, but I just push it up as much as I can. Make sure I pack that acrylic up to that wall, and then come in with a little bit more on that tip. Blend it in, keep those side walls in. Pat, press and blend. That's what we need to do. And then once I'm happy with that, I'm going to let that all set. Then what I'll do is file away that acrylic to reveal that colour block, and then I will go in and clear cap all these nails. Then guys, I am going to file and buff them off camera. And then we're going to come in with some striping tape. So I have neon orange and neon yellow. So I'm going to put the neon orange on the ring finger. Like always, using my tweezers, I'm going to place that on the nail exactly where I want it, push that down. And then what I'll do is trim it off, and then we can do the pointer finger. So we're going to come in with the neon yellow. Going to cut that off again using my tweezers. Try not to touch this striping tape. Push it exactly where I want it, manoeuvre it if I need to. Make sure I'm perfectly happy before coming in and trimming that off. You've seen me do this loads and loads of times. Then I have this bright designer stickers, so I'm going to select a few to go on these nails, guys, and all the decoration's going to go on these two nails. The glitter nail and the marble nail are going to stay the same, but we're going to jazz up the ring finger and the pointer. We're going to select a couple of stickers. I'm going to try the orange on the yellow and the yellow on the orange. watching myself struggle here. In hindsight, it would have been better to pick up the tweezers on the right hand side to start with, wouldn't I, instead of trying to do it with my left and cross over with my right and just make it so difficult for myself sometimes. I've had this video quite a while actually, keep meaning to voice over it. So I thought, right, okay, let's get this done, let's get this up. So I am going to pop the final sticker on here. Thought we'd do a neon set with it. My last designer set was in brown and gold. I will pop that up above, you can go and check that out if neons are not your cup of tea. Guys, that's the end of the video, isn't it? We've come to the best bit, so we're going to top coat all these nails, and this is where everything comes to life. Guys, I really do hope you have enjoyed this little nail play today. If you have, would you mind just taking a moment and hitting that thumbs up? And if you're not subscribed already, I would absolutely love it if you would. As always, everything that I've used today will be listed in the description box. Any questions or comments, please pop them below. Guys, you lot are the best. You always comment, you always have something to say, and I do try to answer each and every one of you. As always, there is a clip at the end to show you everything in its full glory. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank you all for watching today. And until next time, guys, stay safe.